You seem to look at the industry in a different way than a lot of people do. And I'm not really sure how that goes on in your head, but I noticed that. And talk a little bit about that.
Cool. I think, one of I guess it's helped a lot in the speaking world and in our speaking business when trying to get into this and create something that works, something that has value. Because it's always the question, how do I get booked more? How do I get paid to speak? How do I get those gigs? How do I find the gigs? How do I, and one of the best things that we did was I just listened. I listened. I figured out who I wanted to speak to. And then I went and asked them. I went and just sat down. I started out kind of the first, year into this. It was all youth. It was all high school, junior high, a little bit of college. And so I went to the people that would be hiring me one day, and I sat down with them and I said, what would you hire a speaker for? What would you actually pay somebody, a decent amount of money to come in for 1 hour and speak to your students? What would you want them to talk about? What would you want them to do? Have you done that in the past? And what was it that made you bring them in? Or what was it that made you say, we're just not going to do it? And I listened. And I think a lot of times I have, speakers call me up and I want to be a speaker. And this is what I want to speak about. And this is what I want to do. And I've got this story and that's awesome. That's great. But as a speaker, if you want to get paid to speak, you've got to consider the people that are paying you to speak. And you're the problem solver, right? You're the person that comes in to solve an issue, a problem, a situation, a scenario, whatever it is that they're struggling with. Usually we're hired to come in and solve that problem. And yes, you've got to be entertaining and engaging and educational on top of all of that. But I've always told people, and it's been one of the best things we've ever done, is I went and I interviewed 15 high school principals. I sat down and I said, tell me what your trigger points are. Tell me what the problems are. Tell me what's not working. And it was a different perspective that I would have thought they needed. Right? Sometimes as speakers, we think, well, this is what they need, but this is what I can add value to your organization, your school, your audience, because I'm this. But if you take the time to really sit down and just, it's that not fun, not glamorous work that we put in the front end that I think now has started to really yield some fruit for us.
Yeah. What about someone says, okay, this is really cool. I like that, but I don't know 15 high school principals. I don't know 50 sales managers, whatever audience it is they want to talk to. What do you say to them?
Yeah, I think, on the school level, it's Google 50 high schools near me, schools near me. And you literally pick up the phone. This is what we did. We picked up the phone and I said, hey, listen, because again, it's the power of rookie mode. If you're listening to this and you're just starting out, you're the Rocky story. You're the rookie. You're the person that, if you admit that, if you say, I'm just starting out, I'm just trying to learn. Most people, if they're decent people, they're going to give you their time. Yeah. And that's what we did is we used the rookie card and I just said, hey, I'm just starting into this industry. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to set up a time to meet with the principal. I'm trying to set up a time to talk to one of the counselors about speaking. And if they bring in speakers and what they bring speakers in for, I'm just trying to start.
So you're saying forget about the idea of fake it till you make it and let people know that you're just starting out and go have some conversations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm willing to help.
Yeah. I've heard that before when I've told people, it's one of my first things that I talk to people about is, find out who you want to sell to and then go interview them and go talk to them. And the next thing that they'll say to me a lot of times, well, I don't know those people. And I say, okay, so go meet them.
Go say hi.
Just go meet them.
Yeah, literally, as weird as it sounds, just knock on the door.
Yeah.
Walk into the school. If a principal's coming in, he's got a few seconds, great. Sit down, have a conversation with them. Use technology as well. If you put out on Facebook, does anybody know any CEOs or any HR directors or anybody that books or hires speakers or anybody that does events? Anybody that's an event planner? Throw it out on social media to your network, and I guarantee, at least one, maybe two people will be like, yeah, I know somebody. and then work it from there, and you get good at building those networks and those relationships, and go in not hoping that they're going to turn into a client, right? We're still in that mode of you're just listening. You're just listening. And what was fascinating is that the 15 principals that we interviewed, 7 of them booked me. 7 of them booked me. I never asked. I didn't, but I went after I listened to what they said. I went back, I crafted a message, had an opportunity to kind of speak at some different events for free, put together a little demo video, went back to them and said, hey, I just want to say thank you. That's another thing. If someone helps you, if someone gives you their time, gratitude. Thank you cards, thank you notes. And so I did that. If they gave me their time, everybody got a thank you note. Everybody got a thank you card. I sent it to them. And when I had the demo video done, I went back to that. It was easy to set up a call. It was easy to go up and say, hey, I just wanted to say thanks for helping me put this together. And a message now, and it wouldn't have happened without you. Look out! Well, shoot, Clint, I think we should bring you in to speak to the kids. And it was like, awesome. I would love that. But it all just came from listening. It all just came from asking the people what they need, because they're the ones that are going to hire you one day. So why not talk to them about what they're really looking for?